Good morning. A little bit late. I went and got a ship, and so here it is, 9:30 a.m. on the East Coast. Welcome, welcome. Here it is. Hey, good morning, Frank. Jody, as we would call it. Hey, Logan, good morning. How's everybody doing this morning on this Tuesday morning on August the 11th, 2026? The um, the weather is kind of hazy, as you see. Not a lot of wind out there. But it is hazy. So Logan, you working today? Are you in the cooler right now? Yeah, I get it, Logan. You know, as a supervisor, it all comes down on your shoulders. I get it. Getting ready for the school year, right? Here comes Mark. Oh no,
Mark. Did Mark coming at the same time as me?
I thought I saw his flash up there, but maybe not. Justin, how are you doing?
Yeah, just got home a few minutes ago. First
How,
run went pretty good
how
this morning.
first one go good? Yep.
Yeah.
No issues at all?
No, the one girl that we were supposed to pick up that was going to put us an hour later, she didn't show up, so I got back an hour early.
Oh,
I
okay.
still get paid for that hour though. So.
Well, so now was she handicapped? Is that the reason that
No, no, because not every student that rides our bus has an issue.
okay.
So as far as I know, I don't think she is, that I can remember on the paperwork. Damn it. Of course, one little spot screwed up on that print. But no, it went really good though.
Good.
This afternoon is going to be the night run because there's way more people to do this afternoon, way more kids. So
Oh, a lot more tonight, huh?
yeah,
Some kids must get taken to school and dropped off by the parents. Is that what you're saying?
no, no, no. I'm just saying there's more stops and stuff to be done this afternoon,
Oh, okay.
so it's a lot more organizing you got to do.
Logan says good morning to you, Justin.
What's up, Logan? And now I found out this morning too. I had these two students, right,
Right?
and they live in Haines City, which is about a 30-minute drive from where we start at. And they had the kids on our bus schedule to go all the way from one school to go an hour backtrack just to transfer on our bus off of another bus for us to take them right back to that area.
No kidding.
And I called my boss. I was like, "This is so stupid." I said, "This makes no sense." I said, "You literally are picking up kids in Haines City, two kids on a transfer bus in Haines City, bringing them all the way out to Lake Wells, which is about an hour, just to put them on our bus to bring them back to Haines City." I said, "How does that make any sense?" So she was like, she's looking at it. She goes, "Oh, hell no." She goes, "We're not doing that." She goes, "I'm calling that area." She goes, "I'm going over to that area right now and they're going to fix that." She goes, "We're not taking those kids." And she went and talked to the area manager for that area and told them they needed to figure out something else with those kids because that's stupid.
Yeah, it's not very cost effective anyway around.
No, plus you're giving the kids an extra hour, hour and a half on the bus for no reason.
Right.
There's tons of buses that go from that school into Haines City right there where they live. Why would they need to get on the bus to go an hour out of their way just to come right back to where they were at? So
That's crazy.
I'm glad I caught that this morning. Was able to get that fixed. Yeah. 'Cause I didn't notice it the other day when I was looking at the paperwork. I happened to miss it, and I noticed it this morning. I went over all my paperwork really good again just to make sure I didn't miss anything else. I didn't see nothing on there. So what's up, Jody? Logan, Logan, Logan. Try this again. Got it two. One. Oh, yeah, school districts, man, dude, that's guaranteed cash right there. It's government money. You definitely don't want to lose those contracts. Feel you on that, Logan.
So there wasn't any other issues going on? Like all the other bus drivers showed up and everything and
I mean, a lot of buses were running super late today, but that's always happens on the first week of school till they get everything sorted out and everybody's got their routes down and all that. I mean, we were pretty good, but um, There was a lot of buses that were like 30 minutes, 40 minutes behind schedule. But like I said, that's pretty normal. So the first week of school. And then everybody will get all the little kinks worked out like I did this morning. And then they'll just get back on track again. It's usually the first week is really hectic because they're still adding stops to certain people's routes. They might take away stops because they're trying to fine tune it.
It's not that were any kids missing that you usually have on your bus?
Oh, yeah, there's a bunch of them. Like we have 5 kids that we pick up in Dundee, and 4 of them didn't show up. Granted, we were like 25 minutes late for their bus stop, but all the kids and parents know that you can't go by those bus time pickups the first week of school. They even tell you that. That you got to understand that we may be way behind, so you're just to stay there at the bus stop. And you can track the bus on the app if the parents have the app downloaded. They can see right where the bus is at, and it will tell them if we're behind or not.
Okay.
So there's no excuses for the parents just to be like, the bus didn't show up. I don't know what's going on. They all have access to track the buses. And they can always call dispatch. They all have the number to dispatch. They can call them. Dispatch will tell them right where the bus is at. So it's not like the parents are locked out and don't know what's going on. But we tell the parents that every year, be prepared the first week. It's going to be hectic. Your kid may be really late for school, or they may be really early, depending on how the route goes. But you do also get a lot of parents that just don't fucking retain any information you tell them. They don't listen to anything. Next time Bud's on, you guys need to tell him he can share his own videos.
Well, he
He
doesn't
was
know
on,
that?
no, he was on your panel last night. I was rewatching your show. I was skimming through it last night after I got off or whatever. And Bud came on. He was waiting for you to come back because you had disappeared for like 15 minutes. He wanted to show a video, but Mark or Randy didn't tell him that he could share his own video. I don't think they really heard him say it. But he was like, "I want to
Okay.
share one of my videos. I'll wait till Paul gets back." I don't think he realized he can share his own videos. He don't need you there. I was watching Jason this morning, man. He was going to fucking town doing push-ups and pull-ups. Jesus.
Oh yeah, he does, and he gets quite a few people watching too, doesn't he?
Yeah. So I asked him this morning, I said, serious question in this chat. I said, do you think over exercising the older you get is actually a negative? Because your body, everybody's body is naturally going to wear down the older you get. It's just inevitable. It's going to happen, right? You can't stop that. So is over exercising the older you get actually worse for you in the long run? Wearing your joints out,
Yeah.
wearing different, mainly your joints, your bones get more brittle the older you get, things like that. Because Jason, man, he'd be going to fucking town on the exercising every day. And I'm just like, dude, maybe you're doing a little too much. I just worry about him because it seems like he's like doing too much. Like I understand staying fit or whatever, but it just seems like he exercises a little too much. But that's just me. I really just wanted his opinion on that because it just seems like it would be a negative and at the same time a positive. That
Yep.
makes sense.
Yes. Well, no matter what you say, somebody would take a negative to it, but
I mean, I give it to Jason. He's very fit for his age and everything. I mean, he's
oh
only in
yeah,
his early 50s, but
he really is.
I was just curious if overdoing it is actually not good for you at the same time. Like if you're in your 50s and 60s, would working out be better doing it once or twice a week or being every day? I would think every day would wear your body out faster.
Yep, I agree.
I don't know though. I
Because
just
there's things I can't do that I used to be able to do, you know?
you're also not really a gym head neither, so
TJ,
my chat freeze again. Damn it.
Tim Jackson said hello too.
Jesus. Fucking chat, I swear on YouTube. Keeps freezing on me. Let's see, what's up, Tim? Night shift sucks. Yes, it does. What's up, TJ? You need to start remembering.
Logan's at work kicking ass for getting all of the dairy products ready for school, and he's kicking ass around the employees because he says he just can't get them to get moving, you know?
Yeah, school year is a big time for them. That's a lot of product they got to put out
Yep,
every day.
yep,
They probably supply hundreds of schools.
yeah.
I'd imagine they're
I bet
probably in the hundreds.
yep.
Because like Cisco does a lot of the schools around here, and they do all the county schools. That's 171 schools a day they got to deliver shit to. Just in our county, that's not including the whole state. You're talking thousands upon thousands of schools every day. I think we have 171 or 172 schools in our county.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
we
just in
got a
your
lot.
county.
Yeah. So I said we're on pace to be one of the largest school districts in the country.
Now, are all of your schools that you're counting there, are they all public schools or are there some private schools too?
No, those are just county schools, public schools. There's a lot of private schools too. There's a bunch of private academies. Like there's academy schools that operate on their own that are public, but they operate on their own. They don't have a district. It's just the school operates themselves. And then there's a lot of private schools. There's a bunch of Christian private schools. There's a couple Catholic private schools. Yeah, there's quite a few of them. I think there's even I want to say that I think there's even a Jewish private school. I think there's one.
How's the nasal thing going?
Oh, I can breathe so much better now.
I can hear it in your voice.
Yeah, after the second day of taking those steroids, that big blockage that I had in my nose disappeared.
Yeah, good.
So I've been taking them every day, like you told me to. So at the same time every day, because I'm trying to get this shit out of my system.
Get it out of your system.
And
That's
I
for
well slept last night. I slept really good. I was able to breathe while I was sleeping. It's one of the biggest problems I have is I kept waking myself up gasping for air because I would try to breathe out of my nose when I was sleeping, and then I would wake up going, try to get, because I'm trying to sleep with my mouth shut, but I couldn't breathe out of my nose, so I'd wake myself up gasping for air. And it was really annoying too every time I'd wake myself up. Last night I slept, I went to bed and I had my mouth closed and I could breathe just fine out of my nose.
that's good.
Still a little blocked up at the very top, but it's slowly going away each day. So
How many more days you got to take the medication?
till let's see, Sunday will be my last pill.
Okay.
I'm on the 4 pill treatment now, where I take 4 a day.
Now, does it say any refills on the bottom?
No, it's a
Okay,
one
no,
time pump.
one time. Okay.
So I got tomorrow is the last 4 day, the last day I got to take 4 of them. And then Thursday and Friday I have to take, or Thursday I take 3, Friday I take 2, and then Saturday and Sunday I take one each. And then that treatment will be over. And then I
Now then,
also have nasal spray
do you go
I
back to
gotta
the
take.
doctor then?
I go back on a couple weeks.
Okay.
That's 3 weeks. He scheduled me 3 weeks out for my last appointment. And I got a $10 credit for my copay because I had to pay. Because I'll do it. Fucking piss. It kind of pissed me off, but then I was like, all right, whatever. I went to the doctor's office to pay my 30 because all I have to pay is a $35 copay anywhere I go. If I go
That's it?
outside my if I go outside my network, that's the only thing I have to pay. And I don't like the network that our insurance is in, so I use Sarah. I go to Baycare, which Sarah works with, and um, I pay $35 every time I go to the doctor's. That's all I got to pay. But I went in there to pay the copay. Oh no, it was $30. Or it's $30. I went into the doctor's office to pay my copay. I had $40 cash, and they didn't even have any change. The girl opens the cash box, and there's nothing in it. I'm like, what the fuck? You guys not go to the bank in the morning to get cash for your customers? She's like, well, I can take the extra 10 and just credit it towards your account. So next time you come in, all you got to pay is $20. I was like, I guess. I was like, fuck. Like, how you not going to have cash and you're running a business? Like, you should have at least a few $100s in your lockbox to give people change and shit. Which is fine. I'll just pay the $20 next time I go in there. I don't have to worry about it. Oh, let me check on my air conditioner while I'm sitting here. I completely forgot. 'Cause I'm not sure if I was dreaming last night, but I think Sarah woke me up and said that it finally shipped. So I'm not sure if I was dreaming or not. So I'm gonna check it. Let's see, orders. No, that's not the right one. It's an old order. Yes, it's finally UPS. Thank God. Go to UPS's site. Oh, fucking time. I ordered that bitch like 5 or 6 days ago. Why it takes them so long to fucking fill an order? That's ridiculous. Shouldn't take more than 24 hours to fill somebody's order, even a small amount. Shouldn't take that fucking long.
I'm still listening. I'm just cooking a breakfast bowl, buddy.
You're good. See where you're at. Departed Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah. So that means it'll be here tomorrow. Nice. Nice. Yeah,
Hey,
it's supposed
Justin,
to be here. My AC is supposed to be here tomorrow, Mark.
I've got a better one than that.
What?
I've got a message from DPD saying that my AMS is going to be here between 4:30 and 5:30.
You bought a third one?
No, that's why I'm trying to figure out why it's arriving.
Yeah,
I was
didn't you buy
going,
that like 4 or 5 months ago?
yeah, I was going to buy a HT, and I filled it all in on what's in it. And PayPal were having real problems trying to sort out the fact that my bank account is still attached to my old PayPal account, which I've got to close apparently because it's in my mum's name and she's dead.
Right.
So I did that and it got cancelled because I just left it unpaid. And I did it again later when I thought I got it sorted out, and it did the same thing. So I left it unpaid and it got cancelled. So I've got 2 orders with Bamboo for a HT, both of which were cancelled, neither of which have been paid, and yet they're still sending me one.
Stock it, dude. Keep it. It's either that or they prematurely registered the package for delivery. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they put it in for. That's the only thing I could think of, and they just haven't fixed the issue of it. Maybe you'll get just an empty box. Somebody said this son of a bitch thinks he's being a smart ass. Keep canceling the order. I'll send him an empty box.
Well, I got a message from DPD on the app saying that they were expecting a parcel for me. Then I got another message saying they got the parcel and it was heading for Middleton, which is where their area distribution place is up in Manchester. And then I got one this morning saying that it's out for delivery and it's due between 4:30 and 5:30.
Okay, let me ask you this. Is it possible that your mom's PayPal got money put in it somehow and then they took it out?
No,
Like they
because
tried
that's
to
been closed.
reprocess it?
No, because that's been closed for months.
Okay, I didn't know. Maybe they
checked.
tried to reprocess it or something.
No, I checked my bank account to see if I could see where and that amount of money had been taken out, and there was nowhere on it where it had been taken.
Oh wow. Well, maybe you got a free one. Maybe you just found a gap in their system.
Yeah,
Didn't realize they did.
it's either that or I won one on one of these raffle sites, because I have entered a couple of them like that, but I don't remember seeing a text message or an email to say I'd won one. We'll find out when it arrives and it's got an address on it.
Yeah, don't call and try to verify where it came from either. Just leave it alone.
Oh no.
But dude, fuck up and send me a free thing. I'm not telling you.
Yeah. And I know it's an AMS because DPD, they say you can add a shortcut to Siri where you can ask it where your parcel is, and it says just put it into Siri, and if you want to know where it is, just say where is my AMS. So I know it's an AMS.
I had Amazon do that one time. I don't remember what it was, but they sent me the same item twice. And then they'd never contact me. All of a sudden, like 2 months later, I get an email saying if I didn't return the other one, they were going to charge me. I called them up. I said, first of all, you sent it to me. I didn't order it. I said, so you ain't charging shit. I said, that was 2 months ago.
Yeah.
I said, just because you sent me something, don't mean I need to pay for it. I was like, you guys are the ones that fucked up and sent me a double order.
Yep.
And I got really pissed. The lady's like, yeah, okay, we'll let you keep it. We're not going to charge you. I said, yeah, don't come at me 2-3 months later asking me for the money all of a sudden when you realize you fucked up.
Yeah.
If they would have contacted me right away, I probably would have returned it. But after 2-3 months go by, no, fuck you.
No, that's it, isn't it? Yeah. So
just
I'll get, hopefully. Well, you never know. They might have sent me a full AMS, but I think they might have sent me an HT, which is what it was all about.
And the crazy thing is, too, is like a couple of months ago, I ordered something from Amazon, and it was that roll of filament. Remember that when I said that roll of filament was all dewound, and I put the thing on there?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And they sent me Sunloose sent me another box to replace it on their dime, And then like a month later, Amazon contacts me, says they're going to charge me for the filament. And I called up Amazon. I said, oh, I said, Sunlu replaced that out of their pocket. I said, I'm not paying for that. I said, they contacted me through your app and said I didn't have to return the other filament and that they would send me a replacement. And now you're trying
Yeah.
to charge me? And she went back and looked at the conversation. She was like, oh, yeah. She goes, I'm sorry about that. She goes, we'll take it off there. And they ended up giving me a $10 courtesy credit. I was like, no, I'm not doing that, dude. I didn't ask them to replace it. I just put a review on there and they contacted me out of their own free will and asked me if I would like a replacement. They were just
Well,
being a good company.
all you needed to do was put it on your spool holder and
Oh, I did.
rewind it. Yeah.
But I just put an honest review. I was like, I got the box. It had 4 spools. I said one of them was just slightly misspooled. No big deal. It wasn't even a nasty review. It was just saying, hey, but I still recommend buying from Sunlu. Like I still recommend it and gave them 5 stars. I just put that in there. Well, they read it and they felt bad and they said, well, we'll just send you a whole box. They sent me all 4 rolls that came in the box together again. And I ended up with 8 rolls for the price of 4. And then Amazon was like, oh, we're going to charge you. I said, oh, go back and look at that conversation because it was through your guys' site. And when she went in there and looked at it, she could see what we said in there. And she was like, yeah, okay, we're not going to charge you.
I ordered a propane, a gas to propane converter for my barbecue. Good morning, guys. And
Good morning.
I just ordered that like less than a month ago. And my wife, we were getting a barbecue from my sister-in-law. We got it to the house and it was pretty beat up. So my wife said, no, we're not going to use this. So I went to send the package back and they said, not refundable. I said, what? So, and then it said, and call or something like that. So I called, or it said not returnable maybe. So I called and they said, yeah, you can't return it, but we can refund you. So go ahead and keep it. Just, we'll just refund your money. So I've got this cable that I don't need. So if anyone wants one, I'll sell it to you for $100.
So that's the thing. Is there certain products they just won't take back, like underwear, things like that. They will not take that kind of stuff back. They don't want to touch it. They don't want nothing to do with it. And it could be a reason. It could be a law, or it could just be considered hazardous because, like used underwear, they don't want that back because it's technically they would have to put it in a hazmat bag. If you return it.
Sure.
So
yeah. So anyway, I've got this hose that I don't need. But that just happened. Just thought I'd pipe in on the conversation you clowns were having. Good morning, guys.
Morning, Lance.
How's work there, Justin?
that went pretty good this morning. Not too bad.
Today the
It was
first day or second?
First day.
Okay.
And they a lot of the other buses had a lot of issues. I didn't really have it. We didn't really have any issues.
Very many new kids?
No, and a lot of our kids that were supposed to be at the bus stops, the majority of them weren't even there.
Losers. Skipping the first day of school already.
Pretty much.
I bet you miss seeing the top of my car, don't you? I'm on my way to an appointment.
Does it feel weird not getting up for school and shit?
Yeah, it does. But and especially my wife, because this would be the week my wife would go in and start setting up her classroom, and she's like, feels really weird to her that she doesn't have to do that. She's got too much time on her hands. She's cleaning out every cupboard. It's like, it's not a race. You've got the rest of your life to do this.
I think she's probably just trying to keep busy. She don't know what to do with all that free time.
Yeah.
Which is good. That's good for you guys to find stuff to do. Just keep yourself a little busy. You don't get bored at the house.
Yeah.
I mean, some people are fine. They could sit at home all day, every day and be fine. they're comfortable with that. Other people that go out their damn mind after about 2 weeks of it. Like
Yeah.
I can be at home for a while without going anywhere, but then eventually I do want to go out and do something. I'll get a little house.
Morning, Logan, DJ, JT, JD, Frank, Brenda,
What's up, Dre?
Edward,
Dre.
Trey.
Right, Edward, Paul.
Paul's not here, huh?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear you at all. You must be preoccupied looking at all the ships coming in.
No, I got one this morning, and it's
Yeah.
it's uploaded already, but there's 3 more coming my way. So
Gotcha.
I'm just feel so much better. I can breathe out of my nose there. God, dude, I don't know how my dad dealt with that for years. Because my dad's whole right side was plugged up for years. I mean, years and years, ever since I remember being a little kid up till I was a teenager. When he finally went and got that surgery done and they fixed it. Dude, I had it for like 3 weeks, dude. I was going out my fucking mind.
well, thank
Yeah.
God that the medication is working for you.
His was caused by getting hit in the nose with a fire hose when it broke his
Yeah.
nose, and he ended up with the deviated septum from it. But he lived with it for years and didn't do anything about it. He just was used to it, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Mine was from polyps.
All right. So
With it,
is
Do what?
the steroids working to get rid of the polyps, or are you gonna have them cut out?
no. Within the first 2 days, that big ass one that you could see by looking up, you could look right up my nose and see it. It was fucking massive. It's gone. So
That's brilliant.
he said that they don't. That very rarely now do they have to cut them out because they have that prednisone or whatever. It's like a really strong steroid. He said for 99% of people that works. He goes, it shrinks it like a kind of like a tumor. He said they kind of grow like tumors, and then it will shrink it down and get rid of it.
Oh, that's good news.
Yeah, I can breathe out of my nose. I can actually blow my nose now. God, it feels so much better.
You sound more like you again now.
Polyps. I thought those were only in the colon. What have you been doing with your nose, Justin?
And don't ask questions you don't want the answers to, buddy. Don't know where my nose has been. And my AC will be here tomorrow. God, I'm excited about that. It's been so hot in this room the last few days.
Do most of your schools have air conditioning?
Oh yeah, all of them do. They sell the ones I've been to that have it. The
It
AC
was
and our
nice to see Bud on last night, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, I was gonna tell you guys last night because Paul was like gone doing something for like 15 minutes, and he was talking about he wanted to share some videos, but he had to wait till Paul got back. But you or Randy didn't tell him that he could have just shared his own videos.
Yeah, he could have done, shouldn't he? Yeah.
The next time he's on, you can remind him of that.
He kept on going on about the fact that he's still going out cutting the grass on the golf course. I thought he'd retired.
He did. What is that? His job or something?
Yeah,
Is he
he's
a landscaper.
Groundskeeper.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I heard him say that on Wedge of Bigs before. That he was a groundskeeper for some golf course. Yeah. 'Cause I think there was somebody else in the drone community that was a groundskeeper for a golf course too. I want to say there was somebody else as well.
Well, Dusty used to do a lot of work on the golf courses, didn't he?
Cement work. Yeah, he did a lot of the sidewalks and stuff.
Yeah, on the kart tracks.
Yeah, because on some of them they actually had to work between people's like groups playing. because of a lot of
Yeah.
machinery and shit.
Yeah.
Because that one day Dusty was on the panel and he was having to wait for people to play through so he could finish doing that area he was working on.
Mhm. For me, retirement was a very easy transition from working to retiring. Working for the council, it was almost like nothing changed, except I stayed at home.
Sounds like a lot of county and city workers here. Be out there fucking replacing a 1-inch water pipe and there's 18 people out there standing around looking in the hole. I'm serious, dude. I'm not even joking. It'll be like a 1-inch water pipe break and there's like 15 trucks and like 26 people. And I'm like, what the fuck do you need all these people out here to fix a little ass water line? Like
Yeah.
that's one, maybe two person at most, at best you need out there. I'm like, good God.
Who's going to hold the shovels? They need more guys to hold the shovels.
Yeah.
The one shovel they need to dig up 3 feet of dirt.
Yep. Well, my commute here is smooth. I thought it was going to be a little longer because of where I'm headed, but I'm almost there.
It's still earlier than most people start work, isn't it?
Yeah, 7:30. I thought that was an early appointment. I thought, okay, that I didn't think that they would be open yet, but they gave me a 7:30 appointment. So
Oh, morning appointments are the best too, especially if the doctor's consistent and on time and gets there before they open, because you'll get in and out in the morning times, man.
Yeah, I like it. And I'm going to like my 6-month checkup for my hearing aids, and the gal is very fast already. The nicest kid. She's probably 30, and just very polite. It's like, it's nice to get good doctors. So
There's a lot of time. Okay.
Yeah, I prefer my appointments at about 3:30 in the afternoon. I don't like getting up in the morning.
Well, see, here, if you get up in the morning and go, you'll get in and out pretty quick. But if you go in the afternoon, you'll get a lot of people coming in for walk-ins and everything else. And then it backs them way up. And then you'll tend to be in there twice as long. Because you get a lot of people who will do walk-ins.
My primary doctor that I had with my old insurance, I really liked him, but he was so slow. I mean, it would easily, every time I went in, I knew I was going to be waiting an hour longer than my appointment, at least. And then I got in and I waited and waited, got in the waiting, the actual room and waited and waited. I liked him, but that was a drawback. The guy I have now, because I got new insurance, is very fast. I don't know that he's as thorough, though. But anyway, it's
like that eye doctor that Sarah first started working for when she first got into the medical field years ago. He would schedule appointments for 8 o'clock in the morning, but the motherfucker wouldn't come through the door till 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
And people would be waiting 2-3 hours for an appointment. I'm like, that is ridiculous. Like, dude, if you're not going to get there at 8, don't schedule appointments for 8.
No.
Like, people used to get so pissed off in there. Like, the amount of people that Sarah and them girls had to deal with every day, attitudes and everything, and it's not their fault. It's just the doctor was lazy. He wanted to roll in at 11, 12 o'clock in the afternoon. It's like, why even have your practice open that early then? Just do half days.
This says 8 a.m. Monday through Friday. But she gave me a 7:30 appointment. So I wonder if she comes in later.
Or they never changed their hours on the door.
Yeah,
Maybe they changed them.
They probably did. I don't see lights on in there yet, but it's only 18 after 7, I think, is what I've got. 16 after 7. Better put my, I don't know that my hearing aids work that well. I don't know.
We
Like the
don't know whether my
ENT.
dad's hearing aids work well or not, because he used to put them in. He just never turned the bloody things on.
Do you have hearing aids, Mark?
No, my dad used to.
Yeah. But it's amazing how small they are. And people don't even know I wear them.
The ENT
Yeah.
that I went to the other day, that dude was fast. I got to their
Especially if they're
office.
short.
I checked in. It took me like 2 seconds to check in. I sat down. They called me back within like a minute of me sitting down. I got back there. They sprayed my nose. The doctor called in. Like she said, he'll be in with you shortly. He comes in 30 seconds after she said that, scoped my nose, knew exactly what was going on, and was like, do. Here's your prescription. This is how you do it. He goes, and we'll see you in 3 weeks. And was gone. I was in there for maybe 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. Dude, and on the medicine he gave me is working like a charm. So, dude
That's
obviously didn't need to sit there and fuck around. He knew what was going on. He said, here you go. Be back in 3 weeks. We'll check on you. Most of it was just him explaining to me how to use the medicine.
Mm.
The only thing he didn't explain very well, or I don't even think he said anything at all, was I wasn't sure if I take all 5 of the pills at one sitting or do I take them gradually throughout the day. He never said that. So, but when I looked it up, it said, yeah, take them all at one time. Just make
Oh,
sure
yeah.
you eat food. If you don't eat food with them, they'll make your stomach sick.
Also, the tablets with the steroids were there.
Yeah.
That explains why they slowly reduce it down to 1 then, because steroids can be addictive.
And he said, he goes,
Audiologist? What's AU.D? Is that she's an audiologist, not a doctor?
I have no idea what the hell that is. There's so many acronyms in the medical field there.
Capital A, small U, dot D, capital D.
It's probably an audiology diploma or doctorate.
Doctor of Audiology
She's real
is what
young
it stands for.
to look like she's a doctor.
No, we were talking about that the other day. Amir and Sarah were talking about that with Dr. Franklin, dude. It takes about, with going to undergrad school, going to medical school, and doing a residency, dude, you're looking at almost 10 years of your life.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it's about 7 years here.
Oh, it's about 10 years here. You got to do 4 years of undergrad. You got to do 4 years of medical school. That's 8 years right there. And then a lot of places will have you either do a 1 to 2 year residency. Then you're a full-fledged doctor at that point.
Yeah.
Like, so you spend 10 years of your career just doing your schooling to become a doctor.
My daughter's goal is to be a nurse practitioner, but she's going to do that on the job when she's a nurse, I think. Because we're not.
I give it to
covering that.
I give it to anybody who becomes a doctor because that shit is not easy. That is a lot of work. I mean, you got to be motivated to become a doctor. Because there ain't no just skimming through 4 years of college and then 4 years of med school. That's a lot of schooling. You probably got to write multiple theses and all kinds of shit. You know how they require all that.
Guys, I'm going to go see if the door is unlocked, and I'll let you know. Oh, I see people in there. So finally, and the lights just turned on. No, they just unlocked the door.
Okay,
Here I
Lance.
go. Okay, guys, you have a good day. I'll join you
too.
probably in about 20 minutes if you're still around.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, but I like that ENT I went to. That dude was really quick. He was very thorough for a short time as I was in there.
Well, it sounds like it was a really worthwhile event, because you've got the outcome you wanted, and it didn't take forever to get.
Exactly. Like I said, I'm still a little stuffy, but it's getting a little better each day. The first 2 days, I didn't see a whole lot of change, but the third day is when I could start breathing through my right side again.
Yeah, it took you 15 minutes and your insurance probably got a bill of a couple of grand.
Oh, yeah, them bitches paid. Because the nose spray they gave me, most insurance companies won't even cover it because it's so expensive. And normally the way the doctors get around that is they prescribe you, because it's 2 different medicines in one. So they'll prescribe you, most insurances will pay for the single nose sprays, they'll pay for the two separately, but mixing them getting them pre-mixed, I guess, is way more expensive. So my doctor warned me, she goes, your insurance might not cover it, but she goes, if not, she goes, I can prescribe you 2 nose sprays, which will have both medicines that you need in it, but you're gonna have to, use both of them instead of just one bottle. But my insurance ended up covering it, so.
Mm.
Then hopefully he can help me with just my normal allergy issue. So he said we'll discuss that when I come back if the polyps look good and everything. So because I need to be on a prescription based allergy medicine because I've tried every over the counter one, even Claritin barely works.
Yeah,
Like,
the
it barely helps.
antihistamines.
Yeah, I need a good prescription based one, a really strong one. Because I've tried all the over the counter, and Claritin is probably considered like the best over the counter you can get, but it's expensive too. Like you
Yeah,
buy
Claritin and Benadryl.
the only problem with Benadryl is it makes you tired though. Benadryl has that, what is it, that shit that starts with a D that makes you drowsy. That's the only reason I don't like taking it because it makes me really tired.
Uh-huh.
It's got Dramamine or whatever that shit's called in it.
Oh yeah, that is a sleeping tablet. Yeah.
Yeah, at least our Benadryl over here, the little pink tablets, it has Dramamine in it.
Well, I think the Benadryl is you're supposed to take it before you go to bed, right?
Yeah. I mean, you can take it during the day if you have nothing to do. Like if you have the ability to go lay down and take a nap, you're fine. You can take it. But you definitely don't want to take it if you're out doing something or working.
And it always
'Cause you-
gets me how most medicines have a thing on there say, do not operate heavy machinery.
It's the one time I want to get on a forklift. I mean, you can
use
get.
the wheelbarrow. Is that classed as heavy machinery? Because it's
I mean,
bloody heavy when it's full.
technically, you could take Benadryl at work, but you're gonna have to fight through probably an hour of you wanting to go to sleep. If you can get past that point, you'll be fine. But there's gonna be about hour and a half where you're gonna be really sleepy, fella.
I could do that without Benadryl.
And Benadryl can actually make you hallucinate. You got to be careful with that shit. Some people have really bad reactions to Benadryl. That's one of the bad reactions people get. They'll actually hallucinate and shit on it. And then there was that whole thing going around years ago where people were taking like 4 or 5 of them at a time, and it's kind of acting kind of like an LSD because they're taking so much of it. But you also have the potential of killing yourself from ODing on it too.
Yes.
But there is a fine line you can ride with it to where it will like take you in a whole nother fucking dimension.
Yeah, then there's that seasickness tablet that turned out to be basically the truth serum.
The fuck is that called?
Begins with the SP, I think.
What you talking about? I can't think of the name of it though. That's one thing I'm glad I never had a problem with is motion sickness. Never had an issue with that. I can go on a boat, plane, I'm fine. I could be out on a boat in the middle of the ocean hitting big waves for hours and that wouldn't make me sick. But then I know people that ride in a car, dude, they're ready to throw up everywhere.
Yeah. I had no problem.
You cut out, Mark. All I heard was you have no problem when you cut out.
Yeah.
His glasses might have
I
died.
said we went across the channel once on the hovercraft. And when you're on the hovercraft, it's traveling in a flat line. It don't matter what the sea looks like outside, the hovercraft goes flat.
Right.
And it's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
weird feeling seeing all these waves outside the window and the hovercraft's doing nothing.
Yeah,
That
you
was
don't
a
feel
weird
any of it.
feeling.
Well, it's like these newer boats, even these little like cruiser
The one that
boats now.
Still
has
can't
the
hear me.
hydroplane underneath it, or the hydrofoil.
Yeah, it's a hovercraft. But they have these new systems that are even in small boats now. They put gyro systems in them to take away from the movement of the boat, and it actually will sit and balance the boat to whatever's going on outside. I've seen little small boats that have them, and I'll turn them on, and it's really weird. Like the boat will be shaking from the waves, all of a sudden they'll flip it on, and the boat just goes still.
So did you hear me say the hovercraft thing?
Yeah, yeah, we heard you.
Right.
Well, what kind of a boat is it that has like a wing underneath it?
That's a
That's an aerofoil, isn't it? A hydrofoil.
that's the stern of the ship, and every ship has a stern to a certain point. There's just all different shapes and sizes.
Well,
Depends on the build of the ship
the one I'm thinking
or
of,
the keel of the ship.
yeah,
No, the keel
down
is
the
up
middle
in
of it,
front.
it's got a wing,
All right, hold on.
Yeah.
and as it speeds up, it lifts up and rides on that wing.
Yeah, no, that's a
Oh,
hydrofoil.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I was thinking of the. Okay, no, I was thinking of something else.
Yeah, the keel just stabilizes it from rocking side to side.
Yeah,
That's usually
that's what I
on
thought, Paul.
yachts. Yeah.
Because you don't hear much about hydrofoils anymore.
Yeah, there are quite a few.
Depends on what area you're in because water sports are more popular. Some can be popular in one area, not so popular in another. You know,
Or you
different
can get
areas
some
will
of
have.
these big luxury yacht type boats now that have got hydrofoils on. Makes it go faster because there's less drag.
Well, it's got to be an energy saver too.
What was that, Justin? Did you just sneeze?
Yeah, now I'm sneezing. Oh God! Now my nose is cleared. It's like trying to get everything out, man.
Anything coming out
Yeah.
every time you sneeze?
No, not really. I mean, it's just clear. It's not all nasty or anything.
It's probably because you've now got both nostrils taking in pollen and your allergies are getting worse.
Fuck off! Don't tell me that. I don't want to hear that shit because I don't have any allergy medicine. I do have my nose spray. I can take that. It should help.
Yeah, your nose is designed to remove anything out of the air you breathe in, like pollen or all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's what
That's
all the
why
little hairs are inside your nose. It's a filter. Yeah.
that's why it's not really good to shave too much of your hair noses out. I
Mm.
understand if they're sticking out of your nostrils like my grandpa's used to do. Yeah, trim them bitches up a little bit.
Yeah.
Like when I remember my grandma drug my grandpa to the barber one day. She said, "You are getting everything cut." Because his nose hairs, I swear to God, were like a half inch out of his damn nose. I mean, it looked like a bush coming out of his nose. She finally got frustrated and made him go trim them. God. I might have to take a Benadryl before I leave because that's the only allergy medicine I got. I can just take one now. I should be all right on one. I took one the other day when I was sitting here around this home. I would get tired.
Yeah, you just sit on the bus and sleep it off. Mm.
If it was a normal day, yeah, I could technically. I could get away with that, but the first few days I got to ride up front with the driver just to make sure we're on the right roads and routes. We're not deviating and all that.
So your driver did really good today?
Oh yeah. It's a lot easier when you got an attendant because I can sit there and pull up GPS and look at the paperwork while you're driving. You don't have to worry about it.
So we still got that woman for the time being.
Yeah, I'll have her till September, and then it's up in the air whoever gets my route. She could end up keeping it because nobody might bid on it, or there might be 5 or 6 other drivers that have been there longer than her that might decide to bid on it. And then it goes to whoever whoever's been there the longest is the one that gets it. So the only person I know interested in my route is Isaiah, and he's been there about 3. He started not too long after me, so about 3 years now.
But would they let both of their IT guys be on the same route?
Care about that. But I know he wants my route. He was been itching to get it. But if something happens and he decides not to take it, I have no idea who's going to get it, to be honest. And I don't know if there's any other driver that's been there longer than him that's looking at it. So he's the only one I've heard that was interested in it. But it's a lot easier, like I said, when you got an attendant. When you're by yourself, dude, you got to constantly pull over, look at paperwork. Yeah, it's a big old pain in the ass when you're by yourself trying to figure out a route. Because at least when you have somebody else with you, you can bounce ideas off each other. You can be like, well, I think it might be better if we go down this way, and this is a reason, you know.
Now, do you have like a map that shows the dots of where you got to pick up your pickup spots?
No, it's just all written down. But I can
Oh, it's written
Google.
down. Okay.
I can Google.
It'd be nice if you had a map that just showed all the dots.
No, it wouldn't because they suck at doing anything. The map would be so fucked. I
Yeah, but
rely on
you
Google.
you could do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I
go
rely
on Google
on.
Maps and just put pins down at every place.
I have a tracking app too that tracks the stops for me. So that I found on the Play Store that I use. So I'd rather rely on Google. Google's way more accurate than the bus department is. Half the time they can't find their ass from their elbow, let alone a stop. And
They don't have
GPS.
physical stops though, do they? You just have to know where it is that you've got to stop.
Well, it's cross streets. It'll be at a cross street.
And
So that way you know what 2 streets you're looking for. But I can go to Google and punch in the 2 cross streets and it'll take me right to it. Now, if I use their GPS, it'll tell me to go on 15 U-turns, turn left here, turn right here, when you just need to drive 10 feet straight. You know, their GPS sucks because they took Google Maps and they overlaid some bullshit over top of it that is horrible and does not work worth the shit. Like it tells you to do some stupid shit sometimes. They'll tell you, turn off this highway and make a U-turn when you could just get in the turn lane and turn right down the road you need to go down. But then we'll tell you to go a mile out of your way to make a U-turn to go down that road. Like, why is it telling me to do that? But then I'll pull up Google right next to it on my phone, and Google doesn't tell me to do that. So whatever shit they overlaid on top of Google, whatever program they overlaid on it, is horrible.
Well, whatever works the best, you know.
Because I love when I go to pull up like Google to look for something, and you hear these older people, they're like, "I don't trust GPS. That shit ain't accurate." I'm like, "Bullshit, dude. Google is more accurate than anything you'll ever find." If Google says it's going to take you 20 minutes to get there, you're going to get there in 20 minutes. And that's because Google, what people don't realize is Google is monitoring millions of phones and locations. So they can track traffic patterns down to milliseconds.
Yeah.
Like they know where the traffic is, how deep it is, whether a stoplight's backed up. Like they have so many. People don't realize that all those millions of devices, man, gives them so much information.
Yeah, you get the orange lines and the red lines where there's traffic.
Yeah, and it's pretty damn accurate. It will be backed up like 20 feet, and you'll look up and damn if the traffic ain't backed up 20 feet.
Yeah. 20 feet, that's all of about 2 cars.
I was just using that as an example. But yeah, I mean, Google's pretty damn accurate. But I don't know why the school board just didn't use straight Google. I don't know why they had to overlay, because it says Google Maps on their program, but like I said, they overlaid some other mapping system shit on top of it, and it's just is all fucked. Like I said, I don't know why.
Back in the start of the days, then it was all auto route.
Oh, dude, I was watching a little documentary on GPS a few weeks ago, and it was showing some of the GPS they were using like back in like the late 80s, early 90s, like the real introduction of it. Oh my God, dude, that shit was so archaic. Like they were talking about they were having to have these thousands of sensors along the roads and everything to help keep track of where the car was. Like I was like, oh my God, that would have been a nightmare.
Well,
What's up,
auto
Corey?
route used to be used for delivery drivers and stuff like that. And they used to put all the deliveries onto the map, and then auto route would calculate the best route for you to take.
Yeah, I wish I would have just used Google. What's up, Corey?
Hi, Corey.
But I'm sure the school board probably paid an exorbitant amount of money for this company to build a shitty program.
Yeah.
Because everything about it's just horrible. The tablets are extremely outdated. They're slow. They freeze up. They don't even have 5G. They're only 4G capable.
Yeah,
And if you look up the tablets, they're like 10, 12-year-old tablets and really old. And oh my God, they're so slow. What's up, Corey? How you doing, buddy? I'm gonna jump off. I'm gonna go lay down for a little bit.
Okay, Justin.
All right, I'll catch y'all later.
Okay.
Mark
Mark,
said he'll be back in a sec.
I think we're just going to close it down, Mark.
He
Hey,
can't
Corey,
hear you. I
how
think
you
he's on
doing?
the phone. I don't think he can hear you, Paul. He's on the phone.
Okay. Everybody, hey, we'll see you later this afternoon.